Yo, what is going on, boys and girls? Welcome back. Thank you for clicking on today's video. And we're about to go full leafies here. Got the gameplay. We're going to do a commentary video. Yep. We're going to do a commentary video and a sort of a reaction to Onision. I mean, come on. Who expected? Who didn't expect this, should I say? Onision has been outed as being a kiddie fiddler, a paedophile. Now, these are, of course, accusations. Even though there's no enough proof when Chris Hansen turns up at your fucking door. But I don't want to be getting sued by Onision because we know what a trigger-happy little fucker he is. He always tries turning things to make himself look like a good person when you've only got to take one look at that man. And, I mean, for years, you've been thinking, there's something not right with him. I mean, every time my ex-girlfriend used to watch him, and every time she showed me him, she said, that dude looks like trouble. He looks like a fucking weirdo. I mean, look at this, lads. What did we expect? Come on. If you walked past him and you were like 13 or 14, you just hear that advice going off in the back of your head. What your parents would say. Kids, if you see any strange men, don't go near them, don't take candy, and walk away. And he's that bloke that you'd say on a fucking alleyway in the dark. He's probably sat there with some alcohol in a brown bag saying, kids, don't you want to suck on this? I mean, with his more high-pitched camper voice, but you know what I mean. Now, lads, I mean, this is nothing new. This was covered back in 2016 by IO Trends, which is a YouTube channel on like Onision's the forums he was commenting on, and his channel, that it was like promoting pedophilia. I mean, this was back in 2016. That this dude was like promoting pedophilia with his YouTube videos with like weird, sick jokes about like raping newborn children and stuff. And then 4 years later, or she was 3.5 years later, but near enough 4 years later, I think it was in December 2019, the man gets accused of like messaging underage girls. I mean, I thought he was gay a couple of years ago. The first time my ex-girlfriend showed him me, I thought, this dude's just like in the closet, so to speak, because she showed me his girlfriend, and they were both like fucking crazy. I didn't understand why anyone wanted to watch him. He just seemed like there's something, you know when you just know someone, you know there's something off about him, and then you find out, they've been fucking kids for 6 years. Well, that's why a certain person at your school was quiet around that teacher. And Onision would be that fucking teacher at school. Do you want to get a bit of extra credit? I mean, meet me behind the lockers and I'll give you some fucking extra credit. That's what this dude was doing. He was giving fucking extra credit. I mean, you wouldn't want him around your kids, to be honest. This was back in 2016 that he was outed as being a paedophile for disturbing comments and talking about kids in just an inappropriate manner that a man in his late 20s, early 30s at that point just wouldn't talk about kids. I mean, who the fuck talks? I mean, I just can't wrap my head around that paedophiles want to fuck kids. It's just fucked up, and in my opinion, they should be chemically castrated, and I think the best place for them is on death row. I mean, when they do get put in prison and they get killed, I mean, that's sweet justice in my eyes that another criminal decides to, we're criminals, yeah, but we don't fuck kids, we don't rape kids, and then they kill them. That's God doing his work in my eyes. I just wish it didn't cost taxpayers money as well. Now, let's get into the meat of this. Now, the more concerning thing for me is how the reach this man's had, and that most of his fans have been people under the age of 18, which are kids. He's had over 2 billion views combined on all his channels, which is a fucking ridiculous reach. That's near enough the population of China, and double, I mean, 7, 8, 9 times the population of the United States. Over 35 times the population of the United Kingdom. It's fucking ridiculous. This man has reached altogether 2 billion people. And this man's fucking been out as being a paedophile. Like I said, I had an off feeling about him a couple of years ago. And then Chris Hansen approaches him. It's all on video. He was going to be on To Catch a Predator, which is fucking hilarious, a YouTuber be on Catch a Predator. Could you imagine? And then he still takes the fucking, what he classes as a high ground. He thinks he's fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi here. I have the high ground! Now, all Star Wars jokes aside, the fact that this man tries like, 911, what's your call? I have a YouTube stalker outside. He's yelling abusive things at me. He's come with a full film crew. Okay, could you describe the man in further detail? He's a YouTube stalker. He's not leaving me alone. Does the man have any weapons? No, he has about 10 cameras. He's a YouTube vlogger, and he's been stalking me. I mean, come on, you fucking pussy, honestly. The way he rings the police, man. He rings the police because Chris Hansen's at his house. Could you describe why the man is at your door? I've been talking to 13-year-old boys and girls, and I've been asking them for little pics of their little tidgy-todgers. And I just want, honestly, I didn't mean anything by it. I just wanted to make sure that they'd been circumcised, and if they weren't, I was gonna offer them a free circumcision in my basement. I swear down, that'd be the sort of shit this dude's sending. It's scary as well that this is on YouTube now, because you know what some of the media's gonna do? They're gonna twist this and basically call all YouTubers pedophiles. And I'm just waiting for PewDiePie to get it in neck, because PewDiePie seems to get blamed for everything. If there's a racist on YouTube, it's PewDiePie's fault. Now there's a paedophile on YouTube, they'll go back to something PewDiePie said about 7 years ago, some inappropriate joke, and they'll say that this is what's caused Onision to be a paedophile. Honestly, that is how fucked up the media seem to be in the United States of America. Now, I don't live in the US, I live in the UK, but the media's just as fucking bad here. Now, anything the US media say, our media basically do, and then they do some more. So, I mean, I'm just waiting for PewDiePie to get blamed for this. And Onision, honestly, I hope he gets sent to jail, and he gets fucked in the ass. He gets fucked up by the biggest bastard in there. I hope they fuck him, and they make him feel like a little bitch, because, I mean, chatting to underage people when you're 35 or 34, 33, whatever he is fucked up, and he deserves to be fucked up for it. Whether that's physically, mentally, I don't care. This dude is a fucking prick. Let's just be honest. I don't really want to talk about this anymore. There's tons of other YouTubers. I'll make as many videos as I can. I'm gonna make money out of doing a pedo. He's a paedophile. I just wanted to get my own views across on this. I think he's a scumbag. I've got no respect for him whatsoever. And anyone, whoever talks to underage girls, if you're in your fucking 30s, or boys, whatever, you fucking, whichever way you swing, shit, when they're underage and you're not, you're a fucking weirdo. Now, if let's say they're 17 and you're 19, or they're 17 and you're 18, fair enough. No, it's not when you're in your mid-30s you're talking to 16-year-olds. That's fucked up, and you should be shot for it, to be honest. I mean, you're old enough to be their dad or the mum. I'm not saying this can't apply to women, 'cause, hey, fucking women have been caught doing this shit as well. But you fucked up. Paedophiles are a fucking low breed of, just a low breed of humankind. Just the horrible people, and they deserve everything they get in prison. And I know people get fucked up in prison when they're not always guilty, but when they've got the proof like this, I mean, he's been caught chatting to underage children. Chris Hansen turns up at your fucking house. You know, at that point, you've done fucked up. You've done fucked up. He should have apologised and hoped and prayed to fucking, whichever religion he is, prayed to the God of his choosing and prayed for the rest of his life to be forgiven. And if at the end he was given some form of redemption, then that's a good life for him. But no, he tries taking the high ground, rings the police, tries making it out like Chris Hansen's some sort of fucking crazy stalker that's endangering his life. And Onision, for that, if you ever watch this video, which I doubt you will, you're a scumbag. You're an absolute fucking scumbag, and all my viewers feel the same way. So, fuck you. I hope you do go to jail for that. That's all I want to say on this subject anyway, lads. If you did enjoy the video, hit thumbs up. Bit depressing, I know. If you didn't, hit dislike, or if it's depressed you too much, hit dislike. Please, though, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I will be uploading videos at least 3 or 4 times a week. I love you all, and I will see you all in the next video. My last 2 videos will be on screen now, if you haven't seen them.
These girls wanna tie a kid down and keep me around, but I would never change. I'm a dog, I'm a hound, but I tell them what they wanna hear. They like how it sound till I'm gone with the wind and I'm lost, never found. I met her at my show, then we smashed right after. If we go 3 rounds, then she fall in love faster. Very next morning, I'm Casper in another city for a show.